Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Rahul Ranjan, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Department. Today, I am going to discuss 2D array and a related problem, which helps to solve uh, different level of matrix problem. First, just brief about what is 2D array and how to initialize, how to access the elements of 2D array. This is what another kind of data structure which arrange value in matrix format. It is also called matrix. Its data is arranged according to row and column, like this. This one is row and this one is column. Arrange the data according to rows and columns. Again, index start, index start from 0, like this, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1. If any want to access this value, that is access using 0, 0. That is the value of row and that is the value of column. If anyone access this value, then what will be the index? The first 2 and this one is 1. So this one is row and this one is column. According to that, the value is arranged. If anyone access this value, then what is the index value? 1, comma. So matrix, the contents of matrix is always printed using nested loop. So first brief about the nested loop and then go for the matrix. So we need 2D array with nested loop. First go for this nested loop, then continue this 2D array. Nested loop. Nested loop means what? A loop within loop. That is called nested loop. Loop within loop is nested loop. Nested loop basically used for what? Accessing content of the array printing pattern solving maze problem and some advanced level of problem, maze problem, solving maze problem using 2D array and what? Nested loop. So that is required. Nested loop, loop within loop. Just I am briefing the nested loop and then go for again 2D array. Just I am writing syntax. Suppose I have created for loop. Here is value, right? Inside another for. semicolon, like this, and same. This is also called nested loop. Or if I am creating a for loop and inside that is while loop, suppose for initial value condition and update express. Any loop needs these three statements. I have written these three statements. Inside what? If I am creating another while loop, that is also called nested. Any loop you can put inside loop, any number of loops put inside this loop. I have written this for and then while. So this outer loop is a called what? This one is called outer loop and this one called what? Inner loop. What is the execution sequence? Execution sequence is what? First execute outer loop for first iteration, complete all iterations of inner loop. Let's see the example, then make it clear. Just start. I have written here what? For I equal to 1, I less than equal to 4, I plus plus. It means what? This loop execute 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 times. And I am making blocks. Then create another loop for j equal to 1, j less than equal to 2 and j plus plus. And what will be the sequence? If I am printing here, according to C, printer, percentile E and J, what will be the answer? This loop goes 1 and 2. How to execute this? This is the example of nested loop. The first loop, whenever starting this iteration 1, for iteration 1, check the condition 1 less than equal to 4. Yes, true. Then execute how many times? 1. Execute 2 times. So it prints what? 1, 2. This is the output. Then iteration change, and I becomes 2. I becomes 2. Then again this inner loop runs 2 times. For 1, for 2. Then output is coming 1, 2. Then I becomes 3. Again run 2 times. 1, 2. It prints 1, 2. Then I becomes 4. Again run 2 times. And it prints 1, 2. This is the output. This one is output. First iteration print 1, 2. Second iteration print 1, 2. It means what? For each iteration of outer loop, inner loop is executed completely. See another example. Suppose I want to print this kind of structure. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, like this. So I want to print this pattern. How to print this pattern? We need what? Nested row to print this pattern. First, identify how many rows. Identify rows. So these are the rows. How many rows? Row is 3. Then identify columns. How many columns? Column 1, 2, 3, 4. Total column is 4. Number of row is 3. Number of column is 4. Then what? Think. Outer loop go for according to outer loop according to this. Inner loop according to this. To start, I am taking both for loops. For I equal to what? How many times? Starting from 1, I less than equal to 3, I plus. For what? Rows. Then go for columns. So write here what? For j equal to 1, j less than equal to 4, j plus plus. This is for rows and this one for column. Number of columns, rows and number of columns. Then what? So outer loop goes for row and this one goes for column. Then what will be the output? Whenever first iteration, that means it goes 1, 2, 3, and this one go 1, 2, 3. Whenever first iteration is encountered, then it prints what? 4 times 1. Means 1. So this loop goes 4 times. So right here, print f percentile e and put space and write what? I. It means what? I is 1 and this loop goes how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So I is printed 4 times. 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 times. Then after completing this loop, write here what? Printer /n. Why /n? Which next is this line. Go for new line. Then I become 2. Again go for what? How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Again go for 4 times. Then it prints what? The value of I. That means I is 2. It prints 2, 2, 2, 4 times. Then this is after completing this inner loop, new line is printed and again I becomes 3. So this pattern will be printed. See another pattern. Suppose I want to print 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. triangle, number triangle. We can also call number triangle. Just identify first how many rows. How many rows? 1, 2, 3. Whenever first row is printing, it prints one value. Second row prints two values. Third row prints three values. Fourth row print four values. So just start, how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. So outer loop goes for 4 times. This I am writing logic boolean for I equal to 1, I less than equal to 4, I plus. That means this loop goes 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows. Then after each row new line is occurred, one new line like this. Right here what? Enter /n is escape sequence which prints new line. Next step is what? First row print only one value, second row print two value, third row print three value. Like this. So put another inner loop j equal to 1, j less than equal to I, j plus plus. And right here what? Printer percentile d what? G. That's it. If you want to put curly braces, no issue, just close it. So whenever 1 is up, then this loop goes one time. So it prints 1. Whenever 2 is occur, this loop starts from 1 to 2. So it prints 1, 2. Then whenever 3 is encountered for first loop, then j go for 3 times. It prints 1, 2, 3. Whenever 4 is encountered, then j start from 1 to 4 and it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Then I become 5, condition is false and terminate this loop. So this is technique to print what? This number pyramid. This is also called number triangle. Number triangle. So it's printing the number triangle. Next, another problem related to this nested loop. Pattern problem. Another is what? Suppose someone want to print like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. How to print? You just see here 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space. This kind of slanting line. So that is what? Slanting number line. How to print this kind of slanting number line? First identify. Again identify what? Number of rows. First row, second row, third row, fourth row and fifth. The total 5 rows. So identify the first loop, outer loop go for 5 times. Number of row is rows equal to 5. First print, the first loop goes, start the logic part. Start. For I equal to 1, I less than equal to 5, I plus plus. So this is used for this one used for row. And after each row, new line is encountered. Right here what? Printer slash n. Then what is role of inner loop? Inner loop print this triangle. What? Space triangle. What? It prints space triangle. The inner loop prints space triangle. Space triangle. How to print space? Right here what? For j equal to 1, and right here what? J less than I, j plus plus, and print here what? Printer single space, and printer percentile d what? I. So this is technique. So this one, these loop basically used for what? Printing space. So used for what? Printing the space. Just see the execution, how it is go. So this loop goes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times. And in first iteration is what? The value of I is 1. I equal to 1. And 1 less than equal to 5. Condition 2. This condition is true. Then come inside. Starting from 1 to 1. Condition is false. Space is not printed. So this portion is not space. In first, a value doesn't have space. Then then print the value of I. It prints 1. Then I become 2. In this situation, they start from 1 to 2. That means 1 time. So it prints single space and print the value is 2. Next is I becomes 3. This loop goes 2 times. 2, okay, 3, okay. Then go for 2 times, it prints 2 space, 1 space, 2 space. Then the value of I is, next I becomes 4. I becomes 4. Then what? This loop goes for 3 times. It prints 3 space, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. And print the value of I, then it prints 4. Next is I become 5. In this case, this loop goes for 1 to 5. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. It prints 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4 space. And then print this value. It is 5. Then condition is false. Loop will terminate it. So this pattern is printed. Next, go for how to print mirror pattern. Means mirror triangle. How to print mirror triangle? Just see. Problem is what? Mirror triangle. Another problem, mirror triangle. Suppose I am printing 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Like this. I want to print like this. Or I want to print 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Like this. But mirror print just like this. Right. So first go for this one. How to solve this problem? First identify number of rows. 1, 2, 3. Rows is what? 3. And column depends upon row number. Start this. So first for mirror printing, start the outer loop for I equal to 1, I less than 3. Why 3? The total number of row is 1, 2, 3. Then I plus start. Then inner loop. Inner loop start for j equal to 1, j less than equal to I, j plus plus. And here write printer what percentile and j. So it prints up to this. And here write what? Printer slash. Means first triangle, top triangle is printed using this concept. Then print the next triangle. How to print the next triangle? That means this portion. How to print this portion? Start. If I am taking here n equal to 3. Then okay. Let's start here for I equal to what? Starting from 1, I less than equal to n I plus. This loop goes 3 times. Let's start for j equal to 1, j less than equal to n j plus plus, and print here printer percentile d and write here then write here n minus minus printer slash n close. So just see the execution. First loop go from 1 to 3 because the value of n is 3. First for it 1, then it brings 1, then 2, it brings 1, 2, new line, then 3, it brings 1, 2, 3, then condition is false. this part is over. Then go for next loop, starting from 1 and value of n is 3. So it goes from 1, 2, 3. Whenever 1 is occurred, then this loop starting from 1 to 3. So it brings 1, 2, 3. Then 2 is occurred. N, the value of n is decreased. So n is initially 3 and it becomes 2. So what happens this? So j go for 1 to 2. It prints 1, 2. Whenever 3 is occurs, then it prints n is decreased by 1. So it prints what? 1 to 1. So it prints 1. This is one of the logic. You can also apply another logic. Another logic is what? Just replace here n plus 1 minus I. Another technique is what? Just see here. Here write what? The logic question is plus 1 minus I. This one is also correct. Using this, that is correct. Just write like this. There is possibility to do using this. So this loop basically prints what? This force. So pattern is required whenever solving a problem for any multinational company. So pattern question is always coming. Then just briefing this two-dimensional array. To the array. How to declare to the array? Declaration. Declaration is first write a data type and array name and 2 subscript is required. In case of C language, 2 subscripts is required. This is what? Size. This one also size. This size represent what? The row size. And this one represent what? Column size. Row size, column size. So just example. Suppose I have declared int match 3. It means what? Declaration of 3 cross. This is what? Declaration of 3 cross 2 matrix. So this kind of value we can store in this matrix. And the cells are like this, 3 rows. First row, second row and 2 columns. This kind of matrix is created using this syntax. And this one is data type is integer. This one is data type is integer. So all the cells of this matrix always keep what? Integer value. So just see this another example. Initialization. How to initialize? Initialization of 2D array. According to C language, first technique is what? Declare int nat and size is what? 2 cross 3. It means provide maximum 6 elements. So I am giving what? 10, 20, 30. 30, 40, 50, 60. Not more than 6 elements. Because this matrix is what? 2 cross 3. What it means? 2. 2 means 2 rows and how many columns? 3 columns. So first fill base value. First row. So it stores row measure order. Row measure order. It means what? First fill 10, then fill 20, then fill 50. Then fill another rows 40, 50 and 60. What are the index? The index like this 0, 1, 2, 0, 1. This is what? Row index, and this one is column index. Row measure order means what? First fill up the row, then go for next row. Like this. In this format, matrix fill. Then suppose someone declare an array like this, int, match, you can choose any name, 2 cross 2 and passing only 3 values, 10, 20, 30. Is it correct? This declaration is 100% correct. It creates 2 cross 2 matrix and the values are first fill 10, 20 and 30. What about the last cell? Last column keep what? If you are initializing using curly braces, then automatically it stores 0. Then accessing the matrix element. Accessing contents of 2D array. Accessing the contents of 2D array. It means what? We need nested. So first directly see how to access the contents. If I am declaring like this, int mat 3 and 2. It means what? 3 rows and 2 columns. And I am assigning the value 11, 22, 23, 44, 55. Maximum is what? 3 into 2, 6 elements, 66. I am assigning total 6 values. How it shows? Just see the matrix 1, 2, 3 and 2 rows. The first value 11, 22, second value 33, 44, 55, 66. Like this. What about the index 0, 1, 0, 1, 2? Then how to access? Suppose anyone want to access this element. So what will be the print statement? Print F. The value is 1, that is 44. So write what is array? Array name is what? Mat and index. This one is row index, this one is column index. What is row index? Row index 1, column index is also 1. Right here 1, 1, 10. The output is coming what? 44. The output is 40. Suppose anyone want to access this value 22. How to print 22? So So like this, how to print 22? So write here what? Printer. How many value? Value is 1. To use only one percentile D. Percentile D. And write here what? Mat. Row and column. What is row? 0. What is column? 1. So write here what? 0 and 1. So it prints what? 22. So like that, we print directly the value of matrix. If I want to print whole contents of matrix, we need what? Nested loop. So nested loop is required to access content of 2D. Nested loop is required. So today just stop this today's topic. Next class we continue nested loop, how to access the contents of 2D array. Thank you very much. See you next class.